Welcome to episode of Potion Sword Run. Original Seed coming at you from my living room. And Bungie, the studio that brought us Halo and Destiny, is having some layoffs at PlayStation. But before we begin, again, do not like this video. I am still wanted for stealing my neighbor's cats. They keep on knocking. Let them in. Yes, it is true. The beloved studio Bungie, who I hold in high regard because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have Xbox. Them developing Halo single-handedly saved the original Xbox. And for that, I will forever be grateful. So when I heard that Bungie was bought by Sony back in February, it didn't hurt, but I felt a certain kind of way because obviously they were once part of Xbox Studios until when Xbox gave them their freedom and they parted ways. And even though I didn't grow fond of Destiny as I did Halo, I did play it for quite a bit, especially part 1, and eventually it kept on going on and I moved on. But now, today I have learned that Bungie will be laying off people across their studios. And not only are they laying off people, but they are also delaying the next installment or next DLC for Destiny 2. And not only that, till 2024. And not only that, but they'll also be delaying Marathon, their next game, till 2025. Now, I'm just saying, I don't think Marathon is going to be a big banger that's going to bring Bungie to, Stardom or even PlayStation for that matter. I don't think that is why they're laying people off. I think, just like I've been saying, PlayStation is going through some rough times and they're laying people off across all their studios. And the easiest way to save money is to lay people off, unfortunately. At least that's the quickest way. But the thing that sucks about doing it that way is the product will suffer. I mean, you're letting talent go. People who work on the games that you desperately need to put out. So it's kind of like a catch-22, and I just don't see it getting better anytime soon. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. Just the way it is. The ship is slowly turning, and it's gonna take some time. Unfortunately, there's going to be casualties along the way, and studios that I love, Bungie, Media Molecule, are going to have to suffer because of it, and it really sucks. Now, obviously, if I was a fanboy, a true fanboy, I play around at times, I would be celebrating this, but people losing their jobs, games suffering, we all suffer because of this, and it has to do because I don't want to say just because of Call of Duty, but I mean, it was said around the industry that Call of Duty microtransactions and all the money that it brought into PlayStation alone was funding certain games and studios. I mean, that's how big Call of Duty is, and that's how much of microtransactions, DLC, all that stuff, would bring profit to PlayStation. And with that gone now, and with none of their single-player games bringing in money, microtransactions, and all that stuff, and just things to spend money on. I mean, they need to cut somewhere, and unfortunately, this is where it's at. So, these studios gotta bring out bangers. That's the only thing that can pretty much help them, or maybe I just don't know. It's just a sad day to see Bungie having to delay their games and cut people. I mean, I'm not going to buy Marathon, and I'm not going to play Destiny anymore. Maybe they should try to work on something else. I'm not sure. I really have no answers for the studios on PlayStation side. I mean, Spider-Man's cool, I mean, Wolverine's coming out. I'm not sure what The Last of Us people freaking Naughty Dog's working on, or I gotta do some research and see what the hell's going on, because seriously, I look into the future and I don't know what the hell. There's no games. PlayStation has no games, and now they're laying people off who make those games. Crazy. That's gonna do it for the episode. Remember, when shit is the fan, run. Welcome to another episode of The Frog.